Shalom, shalom, Akim. This is your brother Karath, coming at you again with this truth, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawah Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Next, I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Enough respect to the brothers that's preaching and teaching the truth all over the earth. Shalom. I'd like to get into this lesson. It's going to be entitled God of the Bible. He loves the function and purpose of the wicked. You know, there was a lady that came to camp and she was asking about, she said, you know, what about love? What doesn't God love? What about love? And he does love. That's right. He loves. But, you know, he loves the wicked in a different way. He loves the function and the purpose of the wicked. You know, he created the perfect devils, you know. So he definitely loves the function and the purpose of you devils, man. You know, and I think she was an Edomite, you know, that may have acted. She said that she was from Colombia, but she may have been like a terror or something like that. But yeah, like I was saying, though, the God of the Bible, he loves that that the wicked fulfills his will, you know. And the scriptures basically back this up, man, proves this this concept. It says, you know, you can hate something and give it a spiritual benefit or a gift, you know. You can hate something and you can give it a spiritual benefit or gift, you know. Let me grab it real quick. And let's go to Genesis 27 and 30 and 39. It says, and Isaac his father answered and said unto, no, let me jump up to 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And we know Esau is the forefather of the so-called white race here on the planet, man. So it says here in the latter part of that verse, it says, and Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Verse 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. And it says, and by the sword shalt thou live and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And that's the Most High gave him a blessing, man. He blessed him with the sword and he gave him the fatness of the earth. And the so-called white man, he definitely has the fatness of the earth. He's living it up. He's got the kingdom. You know, he's got his kingdom and stuff. You know, he's been blessed with spiritual gifts on the left-hand side, man. You know, weaponry, you know, all manner of ways to kill, you know. He's definitely been given a spiritual blessing, you know, and that he's been given a gift, you know. So the reason the Most High gave him that gift is because it was a function, you know. So which goes back to the original title, you know, the Most High loves the function and purpose of the wicked. So he gave him the gift because it was a functional gift. You know, it was to accomplish a purpose, you know. And the Most High, you know, he showed the wicked favor, man. Pursuing the Isaiah 26 and 10. Isaiah 26 and 10. Isaiah 26 and 10. It says, let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. So, you know, the Most High, you know, since he loves the function and purpose of the wicked, he gave him a spiritual blessing. He showed the wicked favor, you know, gave him the fatness of the land, you know. But also, you know, he's going to appoint, although he gives you a spiritual benefit or a spiritual gift, and he shows you favor, he's also loves the fact that he can appoint your ass to utter destruction, pursuing the Obadiah 1 and 18, you know. Obadiah 1 and 18 reads, in the house of Jacob shall be fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. So yeah, what about love? The Most High loves the function of the wicked. He'll give you a spiritual benefit and spiritual gift. He'll show you favor, and then he will appoint you to utter destruction. You know, and the same applies to you 2/3, man. You know, on this side, you know, which is the actual children of Israel, is some of his chosen people, man. You know, pursuing the Zechariah 13:8, man, 2/3 is gonna be cut off. You know, and pursuing the Luke 19:27, when it says his people that won't have him reign over him, that it's like, I don't want to misquote it. Let me go there real quick. Luke 19:27. It says, "But those mine enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me." You know, and that those 2/3 they don't want Yahawah to reign over them. You know, so he's gonna kill them. But ultimately, the 2/3, they have a function, and the Most High loves that function. You know, that's why he blinded them to the truth, man. He wants them to because he wants to show his love for his elect men. You know, you have them play that role so that you can appreciate your elect even more. You know, but I think that's beautiful. You know, so the Most High does that so he can appreciate the complete opposite of them, of the 2/3 and of the wicked of the earth, man, which is so-called white man, just Esau. His biblical nationality is Esau, Edom. You know, so I would tell you, I would love it, man. You love the hard times, you know, like the expression, you love the hard, you appreciate the hard times, because when you get it good, man, you be like, man, you know, them hard times make you appreciate the good, rather. Let me put it like that. And just like if you compare that to, you know, the wicked of the earth, you know, the Most High be like, man, I love my elect, man, my chosen, because of all of these wicked people on the planet, man. Polar opposites, you know. You know, so the Most High, he has the ones that he entered into the covenant with and made a promise with. You know, he gave them a piece of himself, his laws, and his spirit. You know, he gave him his spirit, imparted his spirit into him. You know, sent Yahawah to die for him. You know, but it all goes back to, you know, the Most High. This is why the Most High loves the function and the purpose of the wicked, man. You know, it makes the righteousness of the Most High shine so much, you know, which is the elect men of Israel. You know, and the Most High, he even appreciates and loves the function of the evil spirits, man, on the left-hand side. You know, the Most High controls the evil spirits on the left-hand side, and he loves he loves their purpose and their function. Those evil spirits, man. He can, he sicks those evil spirits on people. He can sick those evil spirits on a person. You know, we see that in scripture. The Most High can send an evil spirit on somebody, or he can express his love toward his elect men by making those same evil spirits subject unto them. You know, so this is an example of the Most High sicking an evil spirit, you know, on an individual in scripture. This is 1 Samuel 16:14. It says, "But the spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. And Saul's servant said unto him, Behold, now an evil spirit from Yahawah troubleth thee." You see that? So the Most High has sent an evil spirit, and he loves those evil spirits because they have a function. He loves their function and their purpose. He sends that evil spirit, and they accomplish his purpose and his will. So their function and their purpose, he loves. So when Edomite came to camp and was talking about love, the Most High, I guess in a way you can say he's all love, because he loves the function and purpose of the wicked spirits on the left-hand side. He loves the physical manifestation of the devil, which is the so-called white man, because they have a function and a purpose. So I guess in a manner of speaking, you could say that the Most High loves everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put it like that, you know. Or like I was bringing out before, the Most High can show his love toward his elect by making spirits subject unto them, like he did here in Luke. Luke 10:20. It says, behold, now let me start at 19. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall be by any means hurt you. Verse 20, notwithstanding in this rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. But the spirits, he can show his love by making evil spirits subject unto you. So in a way, he loves the function of those evil spirits so that he can express love to his elect men by making them subject unto them. You see, if that's not too wordy to understand, you know what I mean? But the Most High, he definitely, the God of the Bible, he definitely loves the function and purpose, you know what I'm saying, of the wicked, man. You know, if you go, let's see here. If you go to Deuteronomy, this is just to really drive the point home. Deuteronomy 32:18, it says, of the rock that begat thee, thou art unmindful and hast forgotten Yahawah that formed thee. And when the Lord saw it, he abhorred them, and because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be, for they are a very forward generation, children in whom is no faith. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation. You know, and that foolish nation is, you know, some brothers, they you know, it could be applied. It could be applied to the Israelite foreigners, but it can also be applied, you know, on a broader sense, because the Most High is he's manifold, man. So it can also be applied in a broader sense to Esau, man. He provoked us to jealousy by giving them the fatness of the land, man, and then having them rule over us, man. You know, but that's the function of the wicked, man. The function of the wicked of the earth, man, to provoke you to jealousy. The Most High loves that function. You know, and if you jump to Romans, it kind of reiterates Romans 10:19. It says, but I say, did not Israel know? First Moses saith, I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people, and by a foolish nation I will anger you. You know, and he definitely accomplished that, man. You know, like, once again, you know, that can definitely be applied to the Israelite foreigners, you know, that were taking on the customs of the heathens, you know, and they were acting like Gentiles. But it's also, in a broader sense, it can be applied to Esau, Edom, Most High showed favor to, and basically had them lord over us, you know. But that you know, they have a function. The Most High loves that function, man. It can make you jealous. You know. Let's go to wisdom. Wisdom 11:24. It reads, for thou lovest all the things that are, and abhorrest nothing which thou hast made. For never wouldest thou have made anything if thou hadst hated it. And how could anything have endured if it had not been thy will, or been preserved if not called by thee? But thou sparest all, for they are thine, O Lord, thou lover of souls. So he definitely loves, you know, the things that he created, but you have to to look at the love, like, you know, you have to see like, well, you know, what way does he love it? Because you love things in different ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you love your mom in a different way. You love your lady or your guy, whatever the case may be. You love them all in a different way. You know, you love your friends in a different way. Same thing applies with the Most High. You know, he loves the function of evil spirits. He loves the function of the wicked of the earth, and he loves the function of the righteous, called by his name. And toward those Israelites and those that are called by his name, he has that real affection, man. That goodwill, that love, that benevolence toward them, man. But for the wicked, he doesn't have that same. He doesn't look at them the same way, but he has a different type of love, for their function and their purpose. If you go to Ecclesiasticus 33 and 10, it says, "And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. In much knowledge the Lord hath divided them and made their ways diverse." So all men come from the ground, and Adam was created of the earth. And it says, "In much knowledge the Lord hath divided them and made their ways diverse." So he made, all men, some were created in other ways, man. Some were created one way, some were created in other ways. He divided them and made their ways diverse. Some he made wicked as hell. Some he made the righteousness of the power, the princes of the power. Verse 12, it says, "Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them he sanctified and set near himself. But some of them hath he cursed and brought low and turned out their places." So-called Edomites, you so-called white people. Salaki, you Edomites, you so-called white people. This applies to you. You made your ways diverse. How are your ways diverse? You love to kill. You love blood, man. You're a rapacious people, man. You love to conquer. You're like mud bogging, and you like being in the woods. You made your ways diverse, man. You divided them and made their ways diverse. Some he blessed and exalted. So but ultimately he loves the function. That function is important. Verse 13, "As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render to them as liketh himself." Salakia, render to them as liketh him best. So he does what he wants to do with that clay. And he, whatever that function or that purpose is, that's what he's gonna make it. He does what he wants with that clay. And it says, verse 14, "Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly." So the Most High, that's powerful, man. Good is set against evil. So there's good that is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So the Most High is balanced, man. He hates a false balance. So the good is set against evil, and life against death. So is godly against the sinner against the godly. So you so-called Edomites, man, y'all, you can see through your history. So you Edomites, you so-called white people, you can see through your history that the Most High set you up to be the wicked of the earth, man. And we were supposed to be, we were set up to be the righteousness of God, man. And let me see here. And you have the vessels of wrath. Let me get that real quick. You got the vessels of wrath, and this ties up with that scripture, man. The vessels of wrath have a purpose, man, and it's appreciated. Yahawah has wash pots. He has, he loves his, them got spirits of vengeance. He loves their purpose. They accomplish his purpose, his purposes. But it says Romans 9:22. It says, what if Yahawah, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? That's right. They have a purpose and a function. The Most High loves that. And it says, and that he might make known the riches of his glory in vessels of mercy, on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. That's beautiful, man. So he loves those vessels of wrath. He loves their purpose, you know, and those spirits of vengeance, man. Let me get that spirit. Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. You know, he loves their function, man. They appease him. They make him happy. He loves their function. You know? Let me grab this real quick in 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy 2:20. It says, but in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and of some to honor and some to dishonor. See, they all in that great house, but it's just like the Most High loves some, and you know, in one way, and then he loves the function and the purpose of another one. You know, Most High, he you know, there's those vessels under honor. He loves those in a specific, special way. And you know, in that great house. And then those vessels of gold, Salakia, those vessels of gold and silver, but also of wood and earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor, man. Those vessels of dishonor, man, you know, that he has in the home. Those are vessels of dishonor, and they serve a purpose, and he loves their function and purpose. You know, he loves his rods. He has rods. Let's see, Isaiah 10. In his home, he has, you know, he has rods. Isaiah 10:5, it says, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. He loves his rods, man. They help out with his indignation when he's upset, man. He uses those rods, man. Those nations that he created to be a rod of punishment. He loves those rods, man. They serve a purpose. He likes those rods, and he likes those bows and arrows as well as he likes those rods, man. Jeremiah. In Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50. So when she asks me the question, what about love? He does love. You're right. Jeremiah 50:14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. See, you know, when he wants to get back at somebody or something, he uses his bow and arrows, man. Which are those nations that he builds up and gives them a military, gives them military might, you know, gives them intercontinental ballistic missiles, imparts knowledge into them to build up that type of stuff, man. He loves their function, man. Those nations that are gonna fire on America, man. He loves their function too. They're going to all fire ICBM missiles on America, and he loves that function, man, because they accomplish, you know, when his indignation and his anger, they accomplish that indignation and that anger, and they fulfill it for him, man. They make him feel good. When somebody sins against him, makes him angry. You know, and he'll even, according to Exodus 9:16, it says, and in very deed, for this cause have I raised thee up, to show in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth. And this is speaking about Pharaoh, man. Pharaoh was like a nation, and we know according to the scriptures, those nations, they're counted as nothing, man, if they're not Israelites. But he wanted to raise up Pharaoh, man, because he wanted to accomplish a purpose, man. He wanted to make his name known. So he had a function and a purpose. And the Most High loved that function and purpose, because hence he raised him up, made him a great nation, and then destroyed him to make his name known. Isn't that beautiful? So he does love, you know. But he loves his battle axe, though. He has a real major love for that battle axe. You know, let's go to Jeremiah. He really loves that. So he has a lot of tools, man, you know, in his home. But he really loves that battle axe. Jeremiah 51 and 19. It says, the portion of Jacob is not like them. This is his chosen people, man. He says the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, which means that they're going to rule the kingdom forever, man. His chosen, man. Lord willing, I'm among those men. It says, in Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. It says, verse 20, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. See, that's a weapon of war. The Most High loves that weapon of war. This has a function and a purpose on that right-hand side that he loves. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, man. The Most High really loves that battle axe, man. You know, that elect battle axe, you know. But you know, that's pretty much it, man. And, you know, so just to clear things up, man, you know, the little Edomite, when she came to camp, she was asking about love. So, you know, I hope this answers her question. The God of the Bible loves the function and purpose of the wicked, but he really loves you know, his elect, you know. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who taught me the 100% truth according to the Bible. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the brothers that's teaching and preaching the truth all over the earth. Shalom.